Hi, so in this video, I'm going to show you how the trucker dispatcher scheduler spreadsheet that I sell on Etsy works. So if you bought this spreadsheet, there will be a video of how to, download it and how to allow the scripts to work with the spreadsheet. So this spreadsheet requires three scripts and it only works with Google Sheet. And the reason why it only works with Google Sheet is it has an API script of a map, so it could calculate to distance. Cannot do that in Excel, at least not yet. So that's why Google Sheet is more convenient for this kind of information we're trying to track. So I just want to clarify that I am not a trucker. I don't have experience with the trucking industry, but I've always been very curious about the trucking industry, and I am an accountant. And did a lot of research because I was very curious about this process. So I built this spreadsheet based on the idea that if I were a owner that owns multiple truck and I'm trying to dispatch these trucks around the U.S., as a business owner, how would I keep track of it? So this is the spreadsheet that I came up with to keep track of my truck and scheduling my trucks. Okay. Let me show you how all these tabs here work. So you'll get six tabs when you get the sheet. And then the first tab you should work on is the data setup tab. So in this data setup tab, you want to put all your information for your trucks, right? So you want to put the driver name, their phone number, their home base is basically the dispatch location where their hometown, and then the MC number. If you're just one company, so you just have one MC number. If it's your company, you just put one company. But if it's multiple, then you can put multiple. Okay, then you can put your truck number, the trailer number, equipment type, as much broker name as you want. So in this dispatch scheduler, it only works with 15 trucks at a time. So just keep that in mind. So once you have all this information set up here, then you can go to the dispatch scheduler and start scheduling your truck. All right. So let me just go around. Let me go through this sheet and show you how it works. So you can see here there's a year, the month, the start date, and then you can choose the week. So here you can pick whichever year you want to work on, right? You can pick 2024, 2026. Well, let's assume it's 2030. So we'll work in 2020-30. And then you can pick whatever month you want. It just right now I want to pick September. And here you can pick your start day of the week. You want Monday or Sunday. So if you choose Monday, it'll change to Monday, right? If you choose Sunday, it changes to Sunday. And here you can pick what week out of November or September do you want. Do you want the first week, second week, third week? So here, let's say we start first week, right? So you have this table here automatically populate the date of that first week. So you can see September 1st, it goes all the way to September 7th. So you have seven of these tables for you to enter your schedule. And as you can see here, you have quick visual data of what types of loads and how many loads you have. Okay, and here is the revenue. This is just a calculation of the percentage of the load that you get. So if you're an independent dispatcher and you're scheduling these loads for other truck owners, you get a percent. So you can put that percentage there, and then it'll calculate your revenue, and then it'll sum the total up here of all your revenue for the week. Um, so if you're an owner and you're trying to schedule your trucks, then obviously you're gonna get everything, right? So you just put 100%. Then you get everything. You get all the load rate. Okay, so let's just put 100% there as an example. So how you schedule this is pretty simple. Basically, you just pick the truck, or you can put all your truck in this table. So let's say, for example, we'll pick truck number, let's do number 50. Just want to find something that's not there. So as you notice, once I pick a truck, it automatically turns green. So it's just a color coding that shows you it's available. You don't need to go and pick available for it to turn green. Once you pick a truck, it will turn green. Any truck, right? It will turn green. Um, But let's just focus on this truck number 13. So as you pick number 13, all the information that you fill out in the data setup tab, it's automatically filled out here on this tab, all the data for that truck. So here, since it's available, we can start scheduling this truck. So for example, this truck here is located in or its home base is in San Antonio, Texas. But let's say, for example, right now it's in Seattle, Washington, right? And it wants to go to Portland, Oregon, right? So in this spreadsheet, you need to type out the city and the state. I am working on another spreadsheet where you can just type the zip code and then the city and state will auto populate. So if you're interested in that, you can check out my shop. It's going to work the same way, just instead of typing the city and the state, you're going to type the zip code. Okay. So, all right, we can put the available time. So let's say it's available at 8 a.m. This is an example, right? It's available 8 a.m. It's currently located in Seattle and it wants to go to Portland, Oregon. So let's say you're looking at the load boards and you find a route, right, that's offered. So let's say it needs to go to Mount Vernon, um, Washington, and then it needs to go to Beaverton. Beaverton is very close to Portland. Okay. And you can pick which broker, just for example. So Mount Vernon is north of Seattle. So right now this truck needs to go north a bit. So when it goes north, it doesn't have cargo, right? So that's your front deadhead, your empty mile will be 61 miles. That's going empty. And then the loaded miles, once it gets to Mount Vernon, then it could drive from Mount Vernon all the way down to Beaverton, Oregon. So that's about 241 miles. And then the backhaul deadhead mile is about 7.5, where it needs to go from Beaverton to Portland. So as you can see earlier, as I enter this information, the data here auto populate, right? This is from Google Sheet, the API, the code back at the back of this sheet. It's handling that information for you. So sometimes it does take a few seconds, but it will auto populate the miles for you. So which is very convenient. And then so you're going 310.59 miles total, right? So let's say they offer, I don't know, $700, right? So you're getting 225 rate per mile here, and let's say you're the owner, and you could probably gonna get the whole revenue, right? So that's how it works. And then the next day you can schedule that truck again, so on and so forth, right? And here you can see, as if you change this, if everything looks good and it's booked, then it turns white, and of course you can put some load number. It turns white, so you don't have to think about it. And but if it's like it's not booked and it's urgent, it will turn red. So all the color will change here as you change it to on hold or out service or canceled, something like that, right? And then once you get to this calendar view here, which is very neat, you can pick from any of the options here, the status here. So let's say you want to look only available loads. So you can see all the available loads uh, for the week in the calendar view. And here it tells you how many loads for each day. So let's say we don't want available, we want cancel. So you can see Monday there's no cancel, Sunday there's two, so on and so forth. It's pretty cool. It's filtering what you just want to see, right? You can see the booked, you can see all the urgent, you can see everything, right? And then the color code is kind of similar to whatever we have here, right? So if available, it'll be green. This will also be green, and it'll be white if it's booked. So I just want to call out, if you haven't noticed already, but this date here matches this date that you have here, right? So this is just basically a calendar view of this dispatch scheduler here. And then once you're happy, or once you're done with the whole week, right? You're done with the week. You got through, let's say, Saturday, so you're done with the week, right? Because your week starts on Sunday. Because here we pick Sunday as our starting date. So once you're done with Saturday, then you could run the script here to archive this information to the history. So as you can see here, the history is blank. So if you click on this button, it will run a script and then it will move that information over. So you can see, so you don't need to copy and paste. You just click a button and it come here. So all this data will be over here. this data over here would come over to this history. And this history tab can handle 10,000 lines. So I recommend, you have you only use up to about like 2 calendar year, 2 or 3 calendar year. Don't go over more than that, so that the information could archive correctly. And the information, it doesn't like overlap, right? So you click on this once, it stays here, and then next time you click on it again, it will just paste on the next blank cell. Okay. All right. So once your history has moved over correctly, then you could, if you want, you can clear all the information here. Okay. So once you click clear, it'll run the script. It'll finish the script, and then you can see it come over here. Everything's blank, and then you can start over for your next week fresh. Okay. So basically, that's how you would use this spreadsheet. If you're interested in, accounting for the revenue and expenses for a load, you can check out my other listing on Etsy. I saw a pretty comprehensive sheet where you could track the revenue expenses for a load, so it associate a revenue expense for a specific load. So that's all I have to show you. And if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. My information is going to be on the description of this video. So thank you.